There they are. How's it going? Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome back to First Listen. My name is Jon Garcia, joined, as always, and for the first time in a while, he's back, ladies and gentlemen. Hardcore Keem. How you doing, man?
Great.
One-word answer. We are joined
Great to be
today
back.
by Calgary, Alberta's Wake. Gentlemen, welcome to First Listen. Thank you for spending your Friday with us, my friend.
For sure. Thanks for having us.
Cheers, man. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. So before we get into it, we're running a couple of minutes behind, so we'll get into the album just as soon as we're done with this question. But how are you guys feeling now that the album is out? I know it's like just a couple of hours at this point, but all of the lead up has built to today. How are you guys feeling?
Amazing. I mean, leading up to the record, it was doing great, and now that it's out, people seem to love it. And it's a year of our hard labor coming to fruition now, so it's pretty awesome.
Fuck yeah, and I'm sure that we'll get into talking about it because you guys have been basically sequestered in a writing room for what feels like almost 2 years at this point, which led to this. So, Keem, how you feeling about this? You ready to just like get into this shit, man?
I'm really excited. They are kind of cut down on time. We have to. They probably have to pick like a couple songs. They got to go to sound check. But I'm really excited to hear it, especially because I'm coming in this with a fresh mind. Like I didn't any previous songs, so I'm excited. I wanted to do this one different, so I get like a first listen.
Yeah, well, put the Vaseline on, man. This one is going to be a hell of a journey. Everybody, Thought Form Descent by Wake. We're getting into the first song, Infinite Inward, right now.
Do it.
What time do you guys need to be out of here, by the way, so I can keep an eye on my watch?
What? 25, 6:15?
6:15, Bob.
Yeah. It's like 30 minutes, I think. Yeah.
All right. I like how you'll get the two different views from here. I discovered you guys on the last album that y'all did and promptly went back and listened to everything that you did. And then you get the other side with Keem, who's coming into it fresh. What is up, y'all in the chat? Nice to see you, Mazadactyls, Madsy Bugs, Moosifer, what is up? Hello. Nice to see you spending your Fridays with us, y'all.
More.
Fuck yeah. So what was the thought process going into this album? Obviously, Devouring Ruin came out like just as the pandemic started. 7 months later, you guys had a really incredible 3-song EP that was more of a continuation of the ideas that you had on Devouring Ruin. What was the kind of thought process when getting into the writing room for this album?
Nothing really process it. We pretty much done Devouring and Conflict back to back. And, as soon as we were done Conflict, it's like we just jumped right back into writing. We're already pretty much in writing mode and just kind of continued on as we have been the last 2 or 3 years.
I think in like Wake fashion too, like going into the process of it, we just knew that we wanted to do something different and didn't want to, repeat the same shit that we kept doing before.
Yeah, it was less specific and more just like the same drive, really. Like we wanted to do the same thing, but we didn't want to do the same thing.
Well, and I feel like that is a testament to all of your albums, because as you get through, right, you hear a little bit of the previous album that you guys did, but each one introduces something new, and you guys kind of took that real big leap on Devouring Ruin. I thought that it was telegraphed a little bit by the last song on Misery Rights, kind of like that big, long, expansive song, and then you kind of went in and did basically that on the next album. So that's what I've really loved about discovering your guys' stuff, is seeing the bits from previous albums that you guys retain while looking for something new.
Cool, yeah. So like in keeping with that tradition, the next Wake album will just be all synth and bass, like the last song.
Yeah.
Didgeridoo and xylophone.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh yeah, this is good. I like how you guys let the instrumentals really do most of like the talking, like just the whole atmosphere.
Yeah.
Off the first song, it's crazy. It's
Nice,
nice.
because it used to just be me. You know, it's taking over everything now. There's so much room for the songs to have.
Yeah.
Drums.
Drum.
That's my analysis, everybody. Just drums, music, sounds.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all these songs were like quite
Any particular song you guys got to show? This was the first day of tour, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Any particular song that you guys are really excited to play live?
Yeah. Leading Lines is yeah.
Okay.
We're keen to play Venerate too. That one just got premiered by Team Markiplier this week, and even rehearsing, like that song.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
I think I'm really wanting to that song on the album. By a long shot.
I like them all.
I mean, I like them all too, but that one, the funny stuff talking about
Has a special place in your heart.
that I asked, and I said that, he's like,
I think I'm biased.
yeah, because those were like the first two tracks. Oh, and Morning Bird, those were like the very first chunk of songs.
Mm.
Observer Master, I think, was an early favorite for me.
Hell yeah. That's my personal favorite.
Fuck yeah. It starts so cheery and like hopeful and then it gets away from that by the end of the song. Very, very fucking cool. Here we go.
Oh gosh.
Hey, he's playing drums.
I am. This is like listening to yourself when you record your own voice. You're like, do I really sound like that? And like, do I really look like that? It's funny because I can listen to myself.
If I had $1, my friends. This part with the I don't even know what to call that, but like the pulsing sounds, the way
Like
it was
an
produced, you know?
Yeah.
Cool.
So speaking of production, one thing that we did get into in our questionnaire, Ryan, was in depth. You mentioned it a little bit, but the role that Dave Attero played in this release compared to others that y'all have had.
Yeah. He kind of like he when we showed up, he had queued up all the demos we made, and he was just like, "I've been listening to these, and I have some ideas." And we're like, "Okay, here goes." And yeah, he really just kind of. When I was recording the bass, he brought out his own bass to like sit there and like play next to me and be like, "What about this?" And I'd be like, "What's this?" And I'd be like, and he'd be like, "Do it." And I'd be like, I was like,
Do
okay.
You don't want to get tied to that tree, brother.
No, that's right. Yeah. No, he really contributed a lot of like, sort of like just new deviations to sort of keep every part like kind of fresh and moving. Yeah, he was a big help.
That's great, and I feel like that probably helped having that familiarity with him as well, so it's not just you go into a room and it's a producer hitting buttons, but someone who knows you guys now and knows how you work and knows your music to really help with that.
Yeah, no, it's true. Like every time we go, there's like a tradition where everyone in the band except me and Kyle and I guess Josh now has to like try and eat the hottest hot sauce at True Brewing with Dave, and like either Dave or Arjun usually lasts the longest. I just wimp out immediately. I don't even get involved.
What's the hottest hot sauce y'all have ever had?
Whatever the hell it is. That's not even a hot sauce.
It's Nashville hot chicken.
Oh.
Hey, I live in Nashville.
So you know hot chicken. True Brewing has like a Nashville hot chicken sandwich, and it's like fucking hot, so hot, and it's kind of like just something that we do every time we go to Denver. Like we go to sandwiches, we spend 4 days at the studio in the toilet. It's not very fun.
Do you want a friendly local tip next time you guys have Nashville hot chicken? You're gonna think I'm insane. Put your toilet paper in the freezer.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I promise you.
I think I'm like paper in the freezer. That on the regular.
Yeah. I can just use that regular.
Yeah, it does.
Mashed potatoes.
As long as your butt leaks.
It is.
It's interesting how this album still has that like oppressive quality that your music has since the very beginning, but like kind of Keem was saying, like you guys were saying, more open, more atmospheric, more space to breathe as opposed to just being like bludgeoned over the head and feeling all like cramped.
Yeah, now it's just like we always keep trying new stuff like that, but every time we're always like we just don't want to leave behind fast parts, and we just don't. It's just not on the table.
Yeah,
we still love it. So.
Yeah.
That bass slide gets me every time.
Probably my favorite part of the whole song. It really is.
Yeah, it just listening to it with good headphones last night, like I felt like it was shaking my entire house, and again, just headphones.
I help.
Someone in the chat saying that they've tried all the Hot Ones sauce. I'm surprised that they're still alive.
What was it called?
Just it sounds like every hot sauce that was on the show Hot Ones.
Oh. Okay.
The bomb.
There we go. Swallow the light, everybody, as we make our way through the album. I know y'all have sound check to get to, so when it's starting to look that y'all need to head out, if there's a song that we haven't hit, by that point, let me know and we can get to it. Otherwise, we'll just keep going along on our merry way.
Sure. Yeah. Cool. Yeah,
Probably my second.
I think this was the first song we had written for the album too.
Yeah.
Actually, this is supposed to be the first song we were actually messing around with practice. In the story aspect of it, this is like the beginning, it's like chapter 1. So this is kind of why I describe it as story now, because we kind of make it up faster, so it makes it a little bit faster. I kind of like it.
So Kyle, I had a question for you about this. So you mentioning the story of the album and everything like that. I read that on the previous album you had tried to get away from being like super ultra personal things and start to do, you know, more abstract ideas and concepts, which led you into this kind of non-linear fiction story through that. How has that changed for you, and what did you find that process like?
Well, I found the process to be pretty good, actually, because when we started writing the record and these guys gave me the first batch of demos, I was kind of writing the same stuff in the vein of Devour and Ruin, and it just kind of seemed a little bit stale. You know, I'd done that a couple of times. After Misery Rise, I was already, you know, kind of over it. And with everything going on, being stuck in lockdown and all that, I just kind of felt like I needed to escape and do something a little bit different, like focus on all that terrible shit. Everything was just going to be worse for me. So I kind of came up with the idea, brought it to these guys, and then just do whatever the hell you want. So that's kind of how that went.
Fuck yeah, I love it. Trying something new to kind of get out of your comfort zone. And
yeah, and I mean, Wake's changed so much over the years, too. I can't just, you know, sit there and do the same old shit. You know, I got to change with it.
Someone on one of my previous streams was like, speaking of that, right? Someone on one of my previous streams was talking about they were in an interview with y'all where one of you suggested listening to this discography in reverse. Is that a thing that you guys were talking about?
Yeah. I think that that might not have been me, but I have done that. I think we all kind of do that though. I think that's definitely everybody here would probably agree on this. Like start the newest, go backwards. I don't know, maybe
I mean, usually when I listen to a new band that I discover, I listen to the new one and then I go back to the first one. In this case, I want to say skip the first one.
No, I think that's you know, like the reverse aging or something like that, right? Because like if you start at the beginning and go forward, or start at the, you know, end and go backward, you're still going to see this band kind of develop, even if it's developing in reverse or something. And I feel like, you know, given Leeches and given this one, this is probably the more accessible quote-unquote album for someone to get into it the first time, you know?
Even going back to a record like Leeches, it's just like interesting to hear how different the band is.
Yeah, and like it's kind of like history, like, you know, you learn about like ancient Roman history, but we know a lot more about more recent history that's got more to do with our lives. So like working backwards is totally the same thing. It's like you can get into all of our old records, but you probably have more fun listening to them after you.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Drums.
They don't exist. Drums and birds.
God damn.
It's like weirdly almost the other most melodic song on the album.
It also,
yeah. And that's linked to the border, like it results in
I have a question, but I will wait till the song to end first. Yo, what's up, Tamig? Nice to see you, my friend. Welcome. We are 3 tracks into Wake's Thoughtform Descent. Josh, you sure you don't have like 8 arms over here or something like
Right.
that?
Like, do you get tired?
Three arms.
Yeah.
I love high-pick tremolo picking like that. Fuck yeah.
It's actually one of my favorite endings on the album too, where the vocals kind of go against each other.
Yeah.
That was another thing that Mr. Otero really had a part in vocals, and all the themes and everything.
I know this word is overused a lot in metal, like nowadays, has been for decades, but really an epic quality to the end of that track, y'all. Like really expansive, cinematic, open. Like I don't know, like I could just keep throwing adjectives at the wall, I guess. But yeah, like just a really epic payoff. I feel at the end of that song.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite endings on the record.
So as this interlude takes us through nicely to give us a nice like little break and breather, you heard it a little bit on that song, you know, the flirting with a little bit of almost like Travis Ryan melodic cattle decapitation style vocals layered in the background. Did you ever flirt with the idea of really putting in clean vocals on this record, or is that something you guys still don't really want to tackle yet?
I mean, we talked about putting the cleans on the record, and we had kind of messed with it a bit before going into the studio, not really knowing what we were doing. Like, we kind of had a skeleton idea of what we were doing, but when we got into the studio, Dave, Ryan, and myself, we just kind of threw ideas off each other and tried a bunch of stuff, and this is what we thought worked the best. And you know, it gives it a really more like a more ethereal and dreamy sound that kind of parallels the music too.
I think it's also really nicely in the mix as well. Like, vocals are perfect and where they are in the mix. It really works.
I mean, you know, as for would we do more clean in the future? Like, I'm sure. Like, we'll see. As long as it sounds cool, you know, we're game for it.
Yeah, I was just curious because as I was listening to it, I was like, you know how sometimes you kind of wonder what's going to be coming next in a song as a listener and everything like that? I was wondering, like, ooh, I wonder, like, this would be a spot. And it, obviously, other than a couple of places, never, like, really materialized like that. But it's just one of those things that I feel like if y'all wanted to do it, it could work. And if you guys are still wanting to do what you want to do, like, it works just as fine as well. I was just, one of those things I was curious as I was listening to the record.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like we're definitely keen on it, but it's just another piece of the puzzle, really.
It has to serve the song, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Perfect. That's it.
And this one is Venerate, the Undoing of All, which I believe was... did y'all release this as a single today, or was this just that song that the DSPs are picking up?
Yeah, no, I think that was like a premiere. I think it was like yesterday. Right?
Yeah, it was like a focus record.
Yeah. So it came out yesterday, right before the release date. But yeah, we're keen on this one. It's just a really long, dynamic song. Like that's one of our themes here. So we like those.
How you doing, Keem?
I'm vibing.
I can tell.
Vibing over here. So when you guys wrote the album, was there like a specific structure you guys stuck with, or you guys wrote it in order, or you guys just wrote music and then decided the order and everything?
I feel like it's always more like a pyramid for us. So there's never like a big chart at the beginning. It's like we want it to be like this. It's always like stuff just happens and then it kind of piles up into the neat pyramid. So like
I got you. They just build from there.
I think we kind of like once a few songs came together, it kind of I think started to have a direction, and then Kyle sort of took when the songs were mostly done. Kyle took it and sort of turned it into like once he gave the ideas, we were like, oh yeah, we should put them together like this. Like now that we know what the lyrical beats are, we can feed that back. Feedback. So it's kind of like a push and pull. Like
I gotcha. So going into this, you didn't have like any type of like of what you wanted the theme of it to be, or just what you wrote, you was like, all right, it could be this theme.
Well, I mean, just coming from my perspective, we had just finished 2 albums, and we were just still going.
Trucking,
so
gotcha.
The theme was keep toning the song.
Right.
But in terms of the content, I mean, I think Kyle definitely had a pretty definite push, for sure.
Pretty cool. It's pretty cool to hear different perspectives of how bands like write and how like the music just comes together. It's really cool. Really cool hearing.
He mentioned he was vibing. I think with this, really your last 3 releases, Devouring Ruin, Confluence, and this one, just as I was kind of mentioning earlier, right? Just sitting on that couch over there, putting the headphones on and going back and just like,
right.
Even with like Devouring Ruin, I don't honestly know if I could like say what the song titles were without like looking at it, because I was just like put the record on and then put everything else away, close my eyes and drift off. So it's like almost like one big track as opposed to many separate tracks, and I feel like this one kind of does this as well.
No, that's good. That's the idea. I mean, all of us do, like for the most part, when we listen to a record, it's from the beginning to the end. You know, it is an experience. It's not like me personally. I don't listen to singles. I listen to records because that is.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, that's definitely not inaccurate for sure. And like it's cool because a lot of people have been telling me that, saying exactly what you just said. Like, no, we don't want to just hear the one song. We want to put it on and like have it on and like part of what you're doing. You know, like that's I don't know. Yeah, like Kyle said, I mean that's what we're doing. Love it. That's the goal.
There have been a couple of times where I'm like, you need to check out this band Wake, and someone's like, okay, what song should I check out? And I was like, actually, I don't know.
Just tell them all of it.
Yeah, exactly. Hang on, be right back. Let me listen to the record again real quick, and then I'll tell you which 3 songs to listen to.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is a crowd surfing part right here.
Nice.
I could make the first never thing I don't think I've ever played it before.
Fuck yeah. Yo, what's up, bud man? Nice to see you. We've reached the point in the album where Keem and I just shut the fuck up and listen. Like, what else do you say?
It's funny because like for us, it's just like for you, you're like first listens, and for us, it's like 10,000 listens.
I mean, we've been sitting on this for almost a year. So.
Yeah, exactly. So what I told you recently about Immolation being the other band that was at a show, like, ready to do and everything like that, they couldn't sync up the playlist or anything like that. So they were just like, just tell us what songs it is. We know them by heart. So we'd be like, we're on this song now. They're like, oh yeah, this is the part where we do this. We weren't even listening to the fucking music. We're just able to talk about it because they do it so well.
Damn. Yeah. Legend.
They were so good. Keem, probably one of my favorite ones that we've done.
Immolation?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing Vessel. Right? Yeah. We'll play with them in December.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Their new record is awesome. Hark, are those synths that I hear?
Yeah. Synth and guitar. Yeah, it's like tremolo, reverb guitar, and synth.
There's so much of both that I can't tell what
They just like swell into each other so perfectly. You know, that ending. When that got thrown together in the studio, it blew my mind.
Fuck yeah.
Those drums
Yeah.
again.
Kyle, we were talking about it, but as I mentioned before, this was the one of the standouts for me on the first listen as far as like, I'm going to be listening to the song a lot for the rest of the year.
Yeah, this is our most melodic song we've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just,
And I love the sequel. Like Keem was talking about sequencing earlier. I love where this is at in the album, sandwiched between the two, like really long, expansive songs and stuff like that. And then this one is a shorter, more melodic, like speed burst before getting you into the end of the album.
yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. That's cool. Really strong.
It's like, wait, where did those happy riffs go? Bring back the happy riffs.
I was enjoying watching it.
Yeah. Reaction to reaction.
It's like that Bo Burnham skit in his special that he did last year. Hey!
German heavy metal festival park.
Arjun, do you both and Rob get guitar solo turns on this track? Because I know that there's another one coming towards the end.
Yeah, I did the first one there, and then Kevin from Gorguts did the second one.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Quite different, for sure.
Yeah, no, and you can tell because that one is very technical. Like, now that you mention it, like, very gore guts. And this, the one that we just heard, you know, melodic, like, you're just making the guitar sing, you know?
Totally.
Taming in the chat says that this is really uplifting musically.
For a minute.
For a minute, yeah.
That's like that part.
it's probably one of the heaviest parts when that comes in. It's almost like it's even like slightly louder than everything else. That is much so cool.
This is when the camera is shaking, you know. Yeah, here we go.
Very motivating.
Yeah, actually.
Mhm.
I never really thought of that, but it's very cool.
I laughed my ass off hearing this for the first time. It's just like,
Yeah.
this part, when I was talking about like cinematic and epic and everything like that, this is at the end of the movie in the desert temples when the fucking like deities are breaking out to like enslave the world. This is
Yeah.
like what that
You get it,
conjures
man.
to be.
Yeah. It's like The Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
Best movie of all time.
Loving
Everything.
I have a requirement to bring up Brendan Fraser once in every single interview.
Was he better in the Mummy?
Casino Man.
Oh yeah.
Encino Man's back.
I told you.
Honestly, I watched The Mummy maybe about like 4 or 5 months ago, and
Yeah?
it still holds up. It is a timeless
Oh.
movie. It is a timeless movie.
Over Encino Man? Would you take Mummy over Encino Man?
Oh, well, Encino Man nowadays looks very dated. I would
Yeah.
take The Mummy over Encino Man, me personally.
Whoa, look at this. 1 against 1.
What about Monkey Bone?
I've never seen that one.
Never seen that one?
Sorry, man.
Encino Man did send me, when I was in high school, it did send me on an obsession with corn nuts for about like 3 months.
That's cool. Thanks for having us, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to bail and take care
Yeah.
of our sound check
We love
here.
Knockfest. Thank
Yeah,
you so
no
much.
worries, guys. Thank you
Hey,
so
thank you
much
guys
for
for
joining
coming
us.
Fuck yeah.
You guys rule.
All right, guys, take it easy, my friends. Good luck with your show tonight. Hey, everybody, go pick up Thought Form Descent. We'll put the link in the chat. Mazza's got it already. So, guys, kill the fucking show. Enjoy the small run of shows that you have July, August, and September. And next time you guys in Nashville, I will catch you and see you there.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate it,
Awesome.
son.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks, guys.
All right,
Cheers.
take care, guys.
Absolutely.
Guys,
Take it
kill it
easy,
out
y'all.
there.
Bye-bye.
So Keem, we have technically 2 tracks left. Do you just want to finish the record?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
All right, let's fucking do it. Well, we'll just keep this over here. I'll change some stuff while we're doing everything.
All right.
Nope. Oh god. Streamlabs is freaking out on me.
There we go.
There it is.
This is definitely some astral planing music. Literally, like you just lay back and you go to another dimension.
Yeah. Maybe with the help of some green stuff or not. I don't know. I don't know who you are. I don't know how you prefer to listen to your music out there, everybody. But I would say if you partake, this is a good one to do so. Did you see Mazda in the chat?
Oh yeah, I remember those days. It was what, 6 a.m. for you, and it was like 12 a.m. for us. Good times.
Jesus, I don't remember that you guys did it that late.
Oh yeah, as soon as the album dropped, we like listened to it. It was rough.
So that was a Thursday night then. Poor boy had to go to work the next day, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Literally, it was that type of thing.
So what was your favorite part of tour, man? We haven't like chatted or caught up since since you came back.
The playing part. So like everything was just everything was like on a schedule. So it was we wake up, drive to another city, sound check, wait to play, and now we don't have like one day off, so it was a recurring thing. But it was fun though. It was
Fuck
super
yeah.
fun. Yeah.
I'm glad you were able to get out.
Yeah.
Was that the first tour that you've had since the pandemic?
That's the first time I ever been on.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah. First time I ever been on. Yeah, it was super fun. I loved it.
And now you've got stories for days.
Oh, now I got some stories. And some crazy people. Now I got some stories.
Fuck yeah, man.
I think our next is probably East Coast-ish. You're in Tennessee, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Get you into Tennessee. We'll get some of that hot chicken that they were talking about, my friend. I'll pre-freeze the toilet paper for you.
Here, so it's a guarantee you're gonna be on the toilet, but it's worth it.
Depending on which one you go to, yes. Just like anything else, there are pretenders, and then there are the contenders. You know what I mean?
Got you. Got you.
Yeah.
That's all you have to say.
There is one family that's been doing it for about 80 years at this point. Prince's Hot Chicken, that's the OG one. That's where you want to go, man.
Prince's Hot Chicken. That sounds good.
Just
That's really good.
be warned, they have like 8 or 9 different levels of spice, and after you get about to the 3rd one, it starts to
really start hitting you.
Yeah.
You made it to all of them?
No, fuck no.
No?
So my first adventure with Nashville Hot Chicken, I had Hattie B's, right? That's what I call the gentrified hot chicken. That was the one that came about like 10, 15 years ago, and then is really good at marketing and has just kind of become the preeminent place, because they've also been really good at expanding into like Alabama and Georgia and places like that. I went to another place thinking like, oh yeah, it's not that bad. I'm gonna try the hot.
Mm-hmm.
It took me 3 days to finish that sandwich, dude. It was too much. I was on a date with a girl that I had only been on like 2 or 3 dates with at the time, and I was just snot everywhere. They were closed, so they didn't have any like liquids or milk or anything. So I'm just like, so how you doing? You having a good time?
Oh, they're dying.
Yeah, it was bad.
All these places do vegan chicken.
Some of them will. Prince's and like Bolton's and Hattie B's won't, but there are places in Nashville where you can get a vegan hot chicken.
That's cool.
That's really pretty.
Man.
You really make use of every part of their guitar in this band. Sorry.
No, you good. I didn't even notice. And his highs too, man.
Good fucking lord.
Yeah.
Again, my analysis
This
on
ending.
that one. Drums.
Yeah, this ending. Yeah. Playing all this stuff live too. Jeez. Can't tell me he doesn't get tired. You can't tell me he doesn't. Get winded.
That's his workout for like the week, I think.
Right.
But I
does
guess
it
if
every
you're
day.
on tour doing that 4 or 5 days a week.
Yeah. That's.
So we've got this like ambient track to end things.
Oh, look at that.
And then that'll be it for us, everybody. Keem, how did you find Thought Form Descent?
I'm in an astro field right now. Literally, like
my mind is up.
Yeah, it's like I never heard like a band that like really hones in on like the atmosphere, like let the atmosphere and the instruments just take you to another place. And this is it. This is that band.
Yeah, they're hypnotizing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I really like how, again, like going back and listening to their previous stuff, you can hear the steps in each album for them to get here. But if you went back even just like 3 albums from when they were at right now, it was just blast beats and riffs, you know? So very, very cool to see artists like really trying to expand and explore their craft and figure out who they are and where they're going and shit like that, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. I've definitely got to listen to their older stuff for sure, just to see where they came from. It's like how many albums they got?
I think 5?
They got
Plus an EP in there somewhere.
Yeah, well, they only started in 2018. Wow. I believe so. Oh yeah, they came far. For only 5 years. That's crazy. Yeah.
This is that last little bit bringing you back down from the astral plane.
Yeah.
Like it needed a track or so. We've talked about this before. You always need, or like, I'm always hit or miss on like ending ambient tracks or stuff like that. I don't know. I kinda on first listen thought, I don't know. But now after listening it again, I'm like, you know what? That like minute or two just to sit in silence or sit with something.
Yeah. Just to literally, like you said, just bring you back down. Just to be like, all right, back to reality.
Oh shit, I have a body again. This sucks.
Exactly. Yeah, this is the what people say, you're coming down from the high.
Well, the good news out there
fantastic
for y'all is that you still have a lot of Friday left for which to enjoy. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Big shout out to Wake for coming in on a day where they have a show. Like, that would drive my anxiety crazy, Keem. Like, if I had to do this and, like, sound check the show.
Yep, they did it, though. Appreciate those guys just to get an ounce of their just thought process behind this masterpiece. It was great.
Yeah, because I feel like we could talk to them for weeks and still not be able to figure all of that out.
So many questions. Be like, how did you ascend this ascend this high. Yeah,
Teach
this
me
is
the
amazing.
secrets to astral
Exactly.
projection. All right. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I don't think, actually, I don't know if you're around next week, Keem, for First Listen. I know I will be out. So I have nothing to tell the good people right now. But as always, tune in every Friday, 2:30 p.m. Pacific time for First Listen. We have more albums in the hopper coming for you. Keem, is there anything that you want to plug before we leave?
Go listen to this album and close your eyes. There you go. Re-listen again and close your eyes and experience. What a good pair of headphones too. That's important.
Essential. They had,
Yeah.
I think you saw it in the music video they had that dude sitting down with like the half cut ping pong balls over his
Yeah.
eyes. Do
Yeah.
that, everybody. You'll probably
yeah.
have some
Do that.
amazing visuals if you do that.
There you go. Do that and just enjoy it once again to really get the full ride.
Fuck yeah. Mazza, are you able to raid my Stay Puft channel? I can go live right now to get that ready because, my friends, I'm going to be going live right now over on that channel to listen to some new music and do all that other stuff before. Ew, going out to be social today? That's weird.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyways, everybody else, thank you for your time. We'll see you next time. I don't think that I can do this. Let me know. Go ahead and do it now, man. I'm live on that channel. Although I need to mute. I need to mute my desktop because that was going out on the stream. All right, man. Keem, it was good to see you, my dude.
All right, man.
Everybody else, we'll see you next time. Come around on Monday for Pulse of the Maggots. And until then, stay heavy and stay puffed. We'll see you on the other side. For Hardcore Keem, I'm Jon Garcia. Peace, everybody.
Peace.